Hello world, it's Becca Possible again. I am back at you with my site today. I actually found this contributed module that will do kind of a content calendar, and since I'm doing content now, I thought, okay, let me find something that will let me do content and let me schedule it and maybe have a blog going along with the videos, maybe not saying exactly the same thing the video says, but maybe the same topic or just something in general Drupal related. So in any case, I found this module and I installed it. However, I have not done anything with it, and I thought we would do that live, well, live for me, on camera, so we can walk through it together and see what all it does. It's called Content Planner, and let me figure out how to make myself small again. Let's go and figure it out together. So I have a Content Planner. I have it enabled, but I haven't done anything with it yet. So I know I have to do a few things to make it work. I started to look at it the other day, and I was like, no, I should do this on video, because I found there weren't, I tried to look it up, a video on how to set it up, and the creator has a video, but there's no other videos. And I was like, well, why is there nobody showing how this works? Because it looked like, from what the creator did, something really amazing. So we need to go to workflows, and we need to set up the editorial workflow. And I need to move this thing out of the way. Oh, and I should probably move myself to the other side. That seemed to work well last time, having me not in the way. So let's go edit. And we have different statuses. There's draft, there's publish, there's archive, create new draft, publish, archive, restore to draft, restore. And here we go. The workflow applies to, we don't have anything that it's applying to. So I'm going to say all blocks. Give that a moment. And all content types. And I'll even say all tags. Why not? And default moderation state should be draft. So let's go ahead and save this and see what happens. So one thing I did notice is there's this Content Planner tab up here next to Manage. So if we click on that, we can see there's a dashboard. And of course, it's not configured yet because we don't have anything yet. So if we go to Settings, we can see there's all these different widgets. So why not just go ahead and, I don't know what these are. I don't know if there are actual views associated with views widget 1 and 2 and so forth, or if that's just what it was named. Could be something to the creator that perhaps named this a little more obvious as to what it is, unless it's an actual view, in which case I can do that myself. Let's save that configuration, and oh look, we've got all these configure buttons now. So there's a title, there's a workflow, which of course we only have the one workflow, and display for specific roles, and leave blank to allow all roles. Now, this is my personal site. I'm not going to have membership, at least not at this time. So I can't imagine needing to specify the role at this point. I don't know that I'm ever going to have authenticated users that would not be content editors or myself. So I'm just going to leave that as it is, and we will just leave things as default. And I imagine that's going to be the same configuration on all of these. So I think I already did that. Let's click on dashboard and see what it shows. Okay, so we have a recent calendar publications widget. Workflow with ID does not exist. Block will not be shown. I'm not sure what that means. Let's find out together as we go. So we have me as the administrator. I've obviously not done anything yet because we just set this up. last publications, next publications, any anonymous users. Let's see, is that same? Okay, yes. So recently published nodes, limit number of nodes to be published, and user widget. We've got which roles to display and who should be able to see it. That is fine. Let's go to calendar. It's not configured yet. Let's do that together too. Content calendar can only be used with scheduler. At least one content type needs to have the scheduling options enabled. Okay, so let's go do that real quick. Let's go to manage, structure, content types, blog article. And if we come down here to publishing options, no, scheduler. So we want to enable publishing. Let's see, should the creation time match the scheduled publish time? Yes. So that if I create a blog on Thursday, but I don't publish it until Monday, it'll have Monday's date. Required scheduled publishing for this, yes. Create a new revision on publishing, no. Advanced options. Action to be taken for publication dates in the past. Display an error message. Publish the content item immediately or on the next cron run. So, do I want to allow dates in the past? I think I will just say publish it immediately. And that way, if for some reason I wanted to create a blog post today and have it scheduled for last week, I don't know. I'm just going to have it be that way anyway. So, blog article edit page. The scheduling date input fields will be a vertical tab versus a separate field set. And I'll have it always open since I'm requiring it. And let's go ahead and save that. And come back over to Content Planner, Content Calendar. Do we have anything? Oh, settings. Again, okay, here we go. Now we have settings. So which content types need to be displayed? Obviously, I only have the one content type right now. And sure, we will show a thumbnail image. Why not? Background color for unpublished content. Let's make that gray. I happen to know that code off the top of my head. Automatically schedule content when creating through the calendar. Yes, that would be great. Thank you. Save configuration. So now if we go to the calendar, we now see the calendar for the current year. Looks like we have through 2027. My guess is that this is the past 3 years and 3 years into the future, not hard-coded. I've not looked at the code, obviously, for this particular contributed module, but that would be my guess. And it looks like we can add the blog article directly on a particular date. So let's say I want to publish a blog on Wednesday. I can click on blog article and it will take me to create a new blog article, and it automatically changed that publish date to be Wednesday at the current time, which that's fine with me. I don't have a particular preference on the time, I guess. At least not at this time. We'll see. Anyway, so, and we see the save as draft is automatically selected there. So let's go to Content Kanban, or Kanban, however you want to pronounce it. This would show my, again, there wasn't a whole lot of information in the video that I watched, and I didn't see any other videos. So some of this is just my interpretation, but my guess is that once I have something saved, it can go into these various buckets. So draft, publish, or archive state. Let's see what our settings are. Use define colors from content calendar. Sure. Show the thumbnail image. I probably don't need to do that because it's just going to be me, but why not? Save the configuration. And, oh, did I click that? I did. So note to the developer, I'd be happy to work on this for you, by the way. But you probably want a success message to show up that says, yes, we saved your information. And there's no log yet, obviously. So let's come over to, well, that's interesting. Why is there no user? Maybe because there's no data. I just figured it would show all users. Let's go back over to the dashboard. We have last publications now has my last blog, which I changed Hello World to be a blog post that kind of talked about what I went through last video, which was setting up this site through IONOS. So if we click on that, we'll see I forgot to mention. So I was going to, on camera, set up the display name field for you guys as a custom module. But I happened to notice that there's already a contributed module, which obviously there would be, but I thought it would be something simple we could do custom anyway. But I saw there was a contributed one, and so I decided, let me just go ahead and download that and install it. So now it says my name instead of my username, which is fantastic. Love it so much. Okay, let's go back over to content calendar. Let's add this blog article on the 10th. Let's just call it test blog. I don't need an image. This is a test. I haven't created tags yet. Did I create tags? Oh, there, Drupal. I did create the one tag because I'm not sure exactly how I want to create tags in the future. So published on the 10th, that's great. Authoring information is myself. Promoted to front page is fine. The URL alias should be automatic. And comment settings open is fine. So if we save this, let's see what happens. Now we get, oh, how cute is that? A little picture of me, the type of content that it is, the title with the link to it, its current state. It is this gray background that I had posted. Now I'm curious, so this would go to edit the node, and this would be delete the node, which I don't want to do. I'm not sure what this little image down here is supposed to be, but my guess is a little clock that says what, and then this is the time. But the really cool thing that I saw is that you can drag and drop this to other days. So let's say I actually want to post it tomorrow, which would be Monday. I can move it. Now if we go to edit our blog and we come over here to scheduling options, I am way too big. Here we go. Let me make myself tiny here. You can see it changed to July 8th. So that is really cool. I'm so far loving this. Revisions, it does have that saved as a revision. So if we did a difference, I'm not sure how you actually do that, but I'm sure it would just be the difference is the time. So in any case, if we come back over to content calendar, we see our blog article here. Let's go to dashboard. Next publications coming up, we've got our test blog. I'm still not sure what this is. Content status statistic. Workflow with ID does not exist. Okay, content status widget. Configure. Workflow with ID does not exist, but it does because it's right here. It's the editorial workflow. Save that configuration again. What I'm curious is what is all of this? A text HTML widget 1, 2, and 3. And then we have that recent calendar publications widget. Recent Kanban activities, I think, is the upcoming. Let's just, for S and G's, put that in there. Let's see, user widget. That was what we saw had my name on it. And then what are these? The views. Oh, interesting. So there are content blocks, comments. Oh, I like this. Okay, let's say, let's have the default comments. Save that. Views widget 2. Let's see. Content, recent content, files, front page, moderated content, scheduled taxonomy terms, all taxonomy terms, people, watchdog, web form submissions, who's new, and who's online. Okay, I don't think I need any of the other of this, so I'm going to actually come back over here and uncheck all of the rest of these views. I don't think we really necessarily need it at this time. And I'm thinking these are, oops, if I come over here, let me say this is a content block. I think it's just going to display the text on the dashboard. Let me, just in case, save this again and go to dashboard. And we have our content status widget. Oh, now, okay, I guess I didn't save it before because that's the editorial one that gave us that error before. And here's our text HTML widget. This is a content block. I guess if I just needed, I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. To be perfectly honest, I really don't know. Recent calendar publications, we saw that earlier. Recent Kanban activities, it looks like I updated that node, which is great. The user widget we saw earlier, and then the views widget 1 is our recent comments, which I obviously don't have any yet. So I'm going to configure this to say comments, save configuration, and now we see comments. I'm also going to configure this. Actually, no, I'm not going to configure that. I'm going to go to settings and turn those off. Save the configuration again. Go to the dashboard, and now we see this. So now I'm curious, if we go to Kanban, yes, we have our test blog in the draft state. I am curious what happens if I do this, because it's planned for tomorrow, but if I publish it, will it show up? Will it change the date to today? Let's find out. So it says updated. I said okay. It still says it's in draft. That's interesting. It still says planned for tomorrow. Oops, I didn't mean to drag that. Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's go to dashboard. And it still says next publications for tomorrow. If we go to content calendar, it still says it's on tomorrow, but it's published. So curious, if I go back to the site, it has July 10th instead of tomorrow or today. So that's interesting. And it is here. If I go home, it is not here. So it looks like the page is published, but it hasn't actually appeared on the site yet, because right now all I have is the home page with recent articles. So I haven't done anything else with this, obviously, because if I did, it would be on camera with a video for you guys to see. So in any case, that's it for today. This is really cool. I'm going to be using this for my blog posts, but one of the things I thought would be kind of interesting is to see if there's any kind of a excuse me, a social media calendar where I could kind of plan out my content from a social media standpoint. So videos like this, that would never actually get into a published state on the site, but I would want to be able to plan it and see it on a calendar and have the different states that it's in while I'm working on it. So that's something I either want to find a way, and let me talk to you guys up here. I either want to find a way to, sometimes terminology and I just do not get along. My brain goes one way and my thoughts go another, and they don't match up. So if we can hook into, that's what I was looking for, hook. If we can hook into this contributed module, then we will do that and see if we can create some kind of really awesome social media calendar. What my dream would be is to have it actually post to the various social media platforms for me. Not necessarily a YouTube video, because I don't want to put the videos on the site. I think that would be a lot of like the actual video files. That would be a lot of storage. But perhaps a Facebook post or a Instagram post. So anything like that. And by the way, if you are interested, you can follow me at Becca Possible on those platforms. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and here it's all Becca Possible. So any case, if you liked what you saw, I would love a thumbs up. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know what you want to find out next. And yeah, that's it. Okay. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.